This is a word of advice to my brother Asake, the musician, the popular musician Asake. Asake is one of the best gifted musicians in Nigeria and Africa. In fact, even without singing in English, he has managed to make his songs global. He has even left Africa for you people. He's living abroad now. So, but there's a problem. You know, I'm still the most powerful native doctor in the world. Don't try me. Don't try me. Before I turn your voice to cow voice. If you want to talk, you'll be doing moo, 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 moo. You understand? Your people got to beg me with two big cows before I release you. Don't try me. Anything ulcer, reach out to me. High blood pressure that is untreatable, reach out to me. Let me tell you the traditional way. So make sure you share this video and tag him until he sees it. I noticed, look at me, I'm using my spiritual eye now, that in the recent times, he has been drawing more and more tattoos, more and more tattoos, more and more piercings. In fact, look at his body is totally covered. You know what that means? Most of the time, not all, most of the time, if you feel the urge to draw tattoos, you are representing trauma. As you are now, if you feel the urge that you need to, let me just put trauma. Make sure that you are mentally okay in the right space before you do it. Okay? Make sure it's just body art, love for body art, but not backed by a certain trauma. You are going through, maybe you're going through a breakup. You lost the love of your life. Somebody died in your life. You went through childbirth. You went through death, loss of money. You are traumatized by childhood poverty. Many people are moving around traumatized. The poverty they faced in childhood, it will take another 20 years to clear from their head. I'm telling you the truth. I saw a video the other day of dustbin, you know, the part of the city. I think it's in Lagos, the part of the city in Lagos State, Nigeria, where they dump waste. Some people are living there, on top of the waste. Imagine a child being born there and the child does 20, 25 years there and manages to live there, you know, to the other part of the city where it's very beautiful. There's waste in their brain. It's going to take another 20, 30 years for the waste to drain out, I'm telling you. If you feel the urge to cause yourself some bodily pain, stop first. Make sure you're in the right mental space. I'm talking about extra piercings. If you feel like you need to put, there's one earring here, you feel you need to put the second one, go and check your life. Sometimes your father is missing. You're a fatherless child from childhood. Sometimes your mother is missing. Sometimes it means that there's a body part of yours you're not comfortable with. You know, if it's a lady, sometimes you look, if the lady has flat front, she may be traumatized by it because in school, you know, they make fun of you. So once she becomes an adult and can take her own decisions, she tries to overcompensate for that by drawing attention away from the chest. And you see her puncturing extra punctures on the nose, extra on the ears. Sometimes when you take drugs, the drugs go in and mess up your brain. The next thing you want to do is to put any piercings around the mouth. The person's brain don't go. If you're watching this and you know people that have this, share this to them. Or everything I'm saying, not everything, most things I'm saying about this is backed by science. Trauma and tattoos backed by science. Alright? So you can Google it. A large percentage of people that have tattoos, they went through trauma, some sort of trauma. And because of this, they also abuse substances. So if you feel like some people want to cut off one of their fingers, this is body modification for them. Go and do psychological evaluation on the person. The head no correct again. Something don't come out. So taking all these substances can change your perspective about what beauty is. You know, you move from beautification to scarification. In African traditional culture, scarification is only used during war. You understand? During war, you put some kind of rings on your nose, you know, put some things so that you scare your enemy. But if in peace times, normal times, you feel that you want to put so many rings around your head, you're not mentally okay. First of all, you have to go and do what we call psych eval, psychological evaluation by a professional. Psychiatric profession, a joke to you. Psychiatric doctors, are they jokers to you? You know, go and pay for a session. I'm not talking about therapist. I'm talking about psychiatric doctor. Go to a psychiatric hospital, pay for a session, let them evaluate you. You know me say you don't mad though, but you are trying to take care of yourself on time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Painful body modification, hurting yourself. There is a problem somewhere. You are trying to counter another pain by creating another one. You get what I'm saying? Your life is tipped like this. You're trying to counter another pain. This is psychological. But on your conscious mind, you may not know. You might just think you love it. Do you understand? Consciously, you might just think, I love it. I've always wanted to. But subconsciously, from a spiritual perspective, like a native doctor, say, don't try me before I turn you to moo. If you look at the person and analyze their life, you see that there is something they are trying to counter. There's a trauma right there. You know, some ladies will do abortion. Next minute, they have drawn tattoo. Do you understand? So body modification is one of the ways that things, once you see it, you want to ask the person the substance they abuse. I'm telling you, 80% of the time, 90%, the person is taking one substance. And what does it mean? In 10, 20 years, they're going to start having issues. We're talking about kidney issues, liver issues, and so on. It also points to a reckless lifestyle. Not everybody, like I said, I'm talking about 80, 90% of the people drawing, you know, putting some of these extra rings, the person's life is not straight. I have to put exception. That exception is that if it is cultural, for instance, in parts of the country or parts of the world where the women cover their ears, they put a veil and cover their ears. You see, they can no longer put earring, so they can put it on their nose. It's not related to what I'm saying. I hope you understand. Some parts of the world where nose ring is seen as beauty, they will just put a line here and connect it to the ear, like the Indians. You know, where the Hindus be. You know what I'm saying? It's different from what I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody waking up one day and deciding that they want to puncture 2 of their noses. Madam, your head is not correct. Go and evaluate yourself first. Be sure that you're not coming from a point of trauma. Some people's nose are shaped weird. Look at my nose. My nose has this thing. You know, I feel proud of it. But I can imagine that if somebody else had it, they might be feeling bad. Do you understand? So they will want to draw away attention from that by maybe piercing the ears or piercing the nose, putting a ring there or putting a ring somewhere. And you can see that with a spiritual eye, this person has low self-esteem. Something is happening. You understand? Or ladies that have flat back, or guys that are a bit short, and so on. So if you're a guy and you ever feel, or a lady, if you ever feel that you need to put septum, this is the rhino. Spiritually, it means rhinoceros, right? If you ever feel that you want to put ring under here, be careful. You should be avoided. You should avoid yourself too. Do you understand? If you get to that point where you have to tag your nose like this, you are trying to imitate a rhino. You know, rhino has one tusk like this. You understand? It's a very dangerous animal. It's always on the attack. Rhino cannot run from you. Do you understand? For you to get to that mental space, there is a problem. You are seriously traumatized. Seriously. So the earlier you address that trauma, the better. The earlier you look back and say, what is happening in my life that's mentally fucked me up? You address it, the better. So my brother Asake, my advice is try and go for psych eval to make sure that you are just expressing love for body art and not something else. You understand? Make sure that it's not something else that is happening. Guys, share this video. I'm saying that from a point of love. I can never be able to reach him directly. You get what I'm saying? And to you, my viewers, many people are going through this. I'm just using his position. He's rich. He can help himself, right? But you now, you are still struggling. All of a sudden, you are drugging. Be careful.